Just a minute. All right, what happened when you went to the doctor? You were nauseous. Well, you weren't actually nauseous. You were.
Well, I had to.
Excuse, right?
I needed a doctor's excuse because I had a virus. I don't know who's all going to see this. I don't know who's all going to see this. So I had a virus. Because of that, I don't know who's going to see this. I'm going to say.
I'm going to translate for Richard because he's scared to say what happened. He missed a day of work.
And I had a virus.
And so he went to get a bogus doctor's excuse so he'd have an excused absence at work instead of getting a warning slip like he just got the other day.
Okay.
Right, but anyway, he went to the doctor. He really had no symptoms, but he was pretending he was sick at his stomach so he could get the doctor's excuse and not get in trouble at work. Anyway, now we're going to pick up where we left off.
I was sick. Anyway, I go up to the doctor. And I had to fill out, what's wrong with me and all that stuff. And there's this other guy in there. He fills out, what's wrong with him. Somehow, they got us mixed up. I go in there into the doctor's office, into the little room, they made me wait. After a little while, the doctor walks in and he shakes my hand and he kind of laughs and says, well, this itching you're having, is that just around women? I just laughed, and said, yeah, that's what it is, not knowing he's a little serious. He sits down over there, and he says, well, have you been having any drainage? I thought, well, what can that be? I just said, well, I'm having a little diarrhea. He said, no, your penis. I said, what about it? He said, well, are you having any drainage out of there? I said, no. I'm okay. And he said, well, are you having any itching or anything around your penis? I said, no, I'm just nauseous. By now, I'm getting a little concerned.
He's got an unhealthy interest in Mr. Winky, doesn't he?
Yeah, there's no reason to be asking about my penis. I'm in here with this guy. He must know I need a doctor's excuse, so... Then he says, well, how about when you urinate? Are you having any burning sensation around your penis or anything? I said, no, I'm not. I'm just nauseous. By now, I'm really getting leery of this guy. I don't remember what all he asked, but he kept asking several questions. I kept trying to tell him I'm nauseous. Keeps going back to my penis.
He said, let's take a look at it.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I was scared to death. This guy wants to see my penis. What am I going to do? I need a doctor's excuse. It's late in the evening,
Oh, no. You're going to have to let him handle it.
Yeah, what am I going to do?
And he's going to say, I'm going to run some tests. I was like, oh, wait, there's a little smudge on it. Do you like that, Mr. Rutledge? You like that? Oh, she's kidding me. Did it ever happen like that? Is that how?
I was scared that it could. Luckily, thank the Lord. I'm thinking this too. You hear all these stories, on 2020 or things, these weirdo doctors,
What if he had said, well, let me kiss it and make it better? What would you have done? Was he a cute doctor?
I could just imagine him going, let's take your penis out, and me thinking my virus, and I'm going, is this necessary? And him going, yes, it is. That would have been too much. Luckily.
Was he cute, Rich?
That was an older doctor, which that doesn't, there's no way he would have been cute.
Oh, so he was distinguished.
There's no way that would have, there's no such thing as a cute doctor in my book. But anyway, he comes out with this bogus question after that, looking down, and he goes, I'm already getting kind of angry and leery and everything. Like, this guy's a dang queer, And all of a sudden he goes, well, what's this problem you have with Claritin? I'm like, where does this come from? I said, I don't have any problem with Claritin. I'm like, man, this is nuts. This guy's off his onion, which I hate those. Which makes me even hate him worse, And he goes, yeah, you're allergic to it. And I said, no, I'm not. Then luckily he said, well, That's what you put down here that you're allergic to it. I said, what? I said, wait a minute. Luckily, I stood up, walked over there. He's holding the chart, and I seen it wasn't my name. I said, no, that's not me. He said, oh, okay. Well, I guess you was wondering why I kept asking you those kind of questions. And I said, yeah, I was. I thought you was just joking about the itching around the women. He said, no. So that's how it happened. Haven't been back to see him since, but if you ever want somebody to look at your penis, I know a doctor that'll do that for you.
Now, I think that Richard leaves out a very important part of the story that probably did happen, but it's a little too embarrassing. I think the doctor did pull it out. I think he did examine it. I think that Richard, I'm not going to say he became aroused, but just from the doctor handling it, you know, with the doctor's gentle touch, the way he did, I think Richard might have had, let's just say, a reaction. And I think there's more to this story than we've heard here today.
And another thing, how would Bill know about this doctor having a gentle touch or anything? See, I haven't never had that happen, but why is it that Bill brings us up and he mentions the doctor's gentle touch? That's something else we got to wonder about too, you know.
This is Bill signing off. Thank you very much.